My toxic family is calling me a bad person for not attending the wedding of my ex-fiancé and cousin, so I am cutting them off. I was engaged to marry Travis, but a couple of weeks before the wedding was supposed to take place, he said that he didn't want to get married. I asked him if he was cheating, and he said no. He told me that most of his friends were already marrying or starting families, so he thought it was time to settle down, but he had just realized that he didn't want to do it. Suffice it to say, the wedding was canceled, and that was the end of our relationship. It's been 3 months since that happened. Things haven't been exactly great, but I've managed. Well, some days ago, I received an invitation to the wedding of my cousin Taylor. Imagine my surprise when I read it and saw that my ex-fiancé was the groom. I had only seen them barely interact during family meetings. I hadn't noticed any clue that pointed to anything happening between the two of them all this time. Some info about my cousin. She's what some people would call a free spirit. She doesn't have a conventional job. She works as an artist. She dyes her hair in unusual colors, sometimes blue, sometimes green, and dresses extravagantly. Once she wore a white robe, another time she wore a black leather jacket and spiked boots. She says that she doesn't like following society's rules and that she only follows her own code. Immediately, I called my parents. I asked them if they knew something about Taylor's relationship with Travis, and yes, they did. And they hadn't intended to tell me because they figured out there would be no positive outcome to it. But they also made it clear that they expected me to come to the wedding anyway to show support to my family. At this point, I lost it and shouted that they were delusional if they believed that I would go to the wedding of my cheating liar ex and his manic pixie dream girl. They said that I couldn't keep holding on to my hatred and resentment forever, and that I needed to let go, but I hung up. My extended family has been blowing up my phone since then, saying that I'm a bad person if I don't attend. Update. I'll be distancing myself from my parents and extended family, at least for a while for the former, indefinitely for the latter. I also told my friends about the whole situation, and they were even more pissed off. I told them about going on vacation during the week of the wedding, and we've already started making plans. But something else happened in the last few days. I received a call from Travis. He asked me if we could meet and talk. I know it was probably stupid of me, but I accepted. We met in a public place, and I told him I wanted to know exactly what was going on between him and Taylor. This is what he told me. First, he made sure to emphasize that he had never cheated on me. Not sure if I believe him, but I let him talk. He told me that he too felt bad about our relationship's end, that on a night out he just happened to end up in the same place as my cousin. They started talking, and one thing led to another, and he proceeded to have a middle-aged crisis with her. The only reason he's getting married to her is because she's pregnant, and he was afraid that she would just run away, and he'd never get to meet his child. After that talk, we went our separate ways. He wished me good luck, and I said the same. As soon as I came back home, I blocked his number. So at the end of the day, I'm left with more questions than answers. But whatevs, that's no longer my problem.